The day that I reunited with Mom was one of the most emotional times in my life. However, I meant more than just Mom. When I walked into my village, I was immediately surrounded by all of these people, and it had hit me that I have an entire family, an entire extended family on my mother's side. I looked around and I saw aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, and a brother. So it was very emotional for them to see me as it was for me to meet them. And for the elders that remembered me when I was a young toddler, it must have been amazing for them to see me as well after 20 something years later. I'll never forget the time when I first walked into Irokaiteri and met my uncle. It was an amazing reunion, and he christened me with my Yanomami name. Come take a look at this special moment. He was one of the few elders that knew my father. In fact, during those days, he was the headman of the village. I don't know exactly how old he was. The Yanomami don't keep track of birth records or birth dates. They don't use the Gregorian calendar like we do, and their counting system consists of 1, 2, and many. So all I know was that this guy was many years old. Despite his age, he was full of vigor and energy, and when he came up to me and embraced me, I could feel the intensity, his passion, his love. I was a little nervous because I didn't know what to say. What could I say? I didn't speak any Yanomami, and I didn't know if I was to hug him or hold him or shake his hand, and who knows? I had no frame of reference for reuniting with an Amazonian uncle. So I just copied his movements. Every time he put his hand on my shoulder, I put mine on his. Every time he smiled, I smiled. If he patted me on the back, I would pat him on the back. So that kind of went on for a little while. And as he was, very close to me and he was holding me and he was so emotional and he just looked up at me and he just kept speaking Yanomami over and over. And of course, I didn't understand a word he was saying. And none of my guides and friends wanted to interrupt because it was such a special moment. When he held my hand and he looked up at me and he said, Ayopowe, that meant he was christening me. He was giving me my Yanomami name, which was Ayopowe. Over the years, I've received many translations and interpretations of my name because you do have sort of this translation of what was being said, but then you have this additional interpretation of what that word means. And it came to my uncle in a vision for him to call me that. But after talking to missionaries, linguists, and even other Yanomami, I kind of pieced together my own definition of what my name is and what it means to me. So ayo is a root word for many verbs. For example, ayo ai is an intransitive verb for taking a detour or a walk around to avoid a particular person or a place or to avoid something. Ayonko refers to walking around or circling around and searching for someone or something, kind of that, here, when you're looking for something, you're just kind of spinning around and around, like, where is it? Where are my keys? Where's my wallet? So, that kind of refers to ayoko. And then ayoriai refers to putting something back or passing behind something, and there are many other in verbs and that in which the root word Ayopowe could be attached to, and this is beyond my linguistic expertise of the language. However, I did come up with kind of my own interpretation, and the reason why I had to do that is because a few years ago my uncle passed away, so I never really got a chance to sit down and talk with him and to really ask him, what did my name truly mean, and why did he, come up with that name for me? So if I had to summarize it in English in a word or a few words, I would say it's kind of like taking a long detour or a way around something, such as the title of my book, The Way Around. And it was kind of the inspiration for that title because it is my Yanomami name. And while it may mean something for my mother, it may mean something different for my uncle who passed away or something to me, but a name is, you own it. It's your name. It's your identity. So you can come up with, your own terms on how you interpret your name. So in the comments of this video, I would like for you to share your name and its historical meaning and its meaning to you personally, and why your parents or guardians gave you that name. I think it'd be really cool to look into some of them. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.